Hello, this is Team Solo, and this is the Smart Classroom final presentation. My name is Daniel Williams, and I am the sole member. For our final achievements for this project, we were able to get everything that we wanted inside of the app. We have the RFID scanner and ultrasonic distance sensor, which allow the students to record their own attendance. The professor is able to see which students are in attendance, where they're seated, as well as a list of absent students. The professor can assign seats to students and view whether the students are in the correct seats. And the professor can change information about the class, including class title, starting time, ending time, and meeting days. In addition, the system automatically records lectures from the beginning class time to the ending class time and on the correct days. The professor is able to view the class list and add or remove students as needed. The professor can collect multiple choice information from the class with responses reported directly to them. And the simulated environment includes controls for emulating the different seats in the classroom as well as emulating the recording system. The hardware structure has not changed since the progress update. We have the Raspberry Pi, which has the camera module associated with it, the desk module, which includes the numpad, the RFID reader, and the ultrasonic ranging sensor. And then the Raspberry Pi communicates with the web server, which in turn communicates with the lecture's display. And the software structure is also the same. We have the web server, which is connected to Firebase, Raspberry Pi, and the machine running the web browser. And the software structure includes the functionality for recording and saving lectures, recording attendance automatically, allowing the lecturer to collect student responses, and updating class information and the seating chart from the browser. Here is our circuit diagram. We have the numpad, the ultrasonic ranging sensor, and the RFID scanner. The only thing that we cannot see here is the camera, which is plugged directly into the Raspberry Pi. For the demonstration, I'll begin by showing you what's running on the Raspberry Pi. This is going to be the desk environment, so this isn't actually something that they would normally see, but to emulate the environment, there's some controls that you can do inside the Raspberry Pi. So I'll start by starting the program. And you can see from here that you can change the seat number. So this is the emulated seat number, and you can type in which seat you want to be moved to and hit pound, and it will change you to that seat. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to 0. Then if you take one of your RFID cards, which have your student ID loaded onto them, you can hold that in front of the ranging sensor, and that will load your user ID into that particular seat. And for the web controls for the professor, they'll have access to change the class title, the starting and ending time, as well as which days the class meets. So we could update some of those. And submit the changes, and then those will get saved to the database. To demonstrate how the recording works, I've got the Raspberry Pi open as well as the web browser. So right now it is 7:58 a.m., so I'm going to set the class starting time to 7:30 a.m. and submit those changes. And it is on Tuesday, which is today. And so now you'll see that it is recording, and it will record until the ending class time. So if I set the ending class time to 7:59 a.m., then it will stop the recording. And the recording is saved locally, so the professor will be able to grab it and upload it. And you can see the video here. In addition to controlling the information for the class, the professor can also see the class list. This will show all the students enrolled in the class, and the professor will have the ability to remove students as well as add students. and their IDs. And then they can also see the seating chart. This will show all the desks in the room. It will show who is assigned to each desk in this blue box where the professor can change who's assigned to each desk. Or they can have them all unassigned if they want. And then it'll also show who's actually sitting in the desks, who's recorded their own attendance. So, for instance, I'm sitting in this seat that's assigned to me, and I have Seth sitting over here in this unassigned seat. And then the people who aren't sitting in the seats will show up on this absent list. So that will make it easy for the professors to record attendance. And the professors will also have a way to record multiple choice input from everyone at the desks, since they'll all have a keypad with A, B, C, and D on their keypads, so they can start a quiz, and while the quiz is going, the students can press any of the buttons. This would be when the professor would maybe write the question on the board with the possible answers, or just survey the class for some other random reason. And after everyone's done, or the time is up, you can stop the quiz, and it will show, for everyone who's present, it'll show what they answered. So I selected A on the numpad while the quiz was going, and Seth did not answer, so it shows that no answer was submitted. Okay, and that's it. Thanks.